Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I got something special to show you today. I picked it up a little earlier this morning and I had to share it with Todd over at Pocket EDC. It was too good of a find not to share. And it has something to do with HT's Hunter Herd. He's got this little group going. This is a sticker from HT's EDC. And it's a folding hunter type club. And then this morning he put out a video, what was it, Folder Friday? So show your folding hunters on Friday. So that's what I meant to do. It's still Friday technically. It's 10 o'clock p.m. here, but maybe you'll see this Saturday or some other time during the week. But this is what I got today. It was in a little rougher shape. It was all tarnished. The brass was like brown and the springs were also tarnished, but we got them cleaned up pretty good. But this is the Buck 317 Trailblazer, and it's a pretty special knife. If you've ever looked for one, they're pretty hard to come by, and this one is pretty cool. It's in great shape. I was lucky to find it. Picked it up at an auction. Been looking at it all week, and then it finally yesterday it cut off, so we got it today. But a little history on this one. I'll show you around the blades first, and this is the skin and blade. There might be a little bit of oil on these, but cleaned it up pretty good and wiped it down just before the video, so should be all right. They look to be in great shape. A little bit of wear, but hardly anything at all. Great snap, no half stops. Wonderful. So this is a Buck, and it is made in, I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom this in. There you go. Made in the USA, right there. We'll flip it over, and it's the model 317 or 317. So the Buck 317 Trailblazer. There it is in all its folding hunter glory. So a little bit of background on this. A guy called Larry Odin wrote an article for Knife World in January 2000, and this is what he had to say about this knife. The 300 series knives were made on contract by Schrade and later by Camillus. The 317 Trailblazer was only made by Camillus and was introduced about 1972. The original tang stamp was marked Buck, made in USA, and the model number was stamped on the reverse side of the master blade, right there. Later in 1972 or perhaps 1973, the more familiar three-line stamp of Buck 317 in USA would have been on this side and nothing on the back side. So this change was made across the whole entire 300 series line, and in 1990 the 317 Trailblazer was dropped from the catalog. So that's some of the info I got. So this is a first year release of the 317 Trailblazer, so that's even cooler that I could date this to a specific year, where the rest I don't think you really can. So that's neat. But what a find. The Velox, that's what the shell cover is made out of, your scales. It had turned white in quite a few areas, but a little bit of oil soaked in and rubbed it in, and you can see it's pretty dry now, but all that white went away. So that is cool. So we'll get a look inside and show you what I cleaned up there. That's pretty nice and shiny in there. It's not mirror polished, but it's pretty good. Again, nice snap on these things. Beautiful. Centering, really good. Like I say, overall it's in really good shape. I did not get a sheath for it. These are a little bit bigger than your average Buck 110. So this is a 110 sheath. If we go to stick this in there, she is not going to close. So that should give you a little idea of how big this thing is compared. But here's a 110. It makes it look like a a 112 Ranger. It's so big. We'll open them up and show you the blades. It's just a much bigger knife. It's pretty cool. And these are not easy to find. There's a few videos of them on YouTube. Not a whole lot of guys have them, so I'm pretty lucky to get them. They're out there somewhere. It's just you don't see them that often. But for a modern, my Kaiser Begletter XL is almost the same size. It's thinner and way lighter, but in comparison, they're very close. And I carry this bag daily. Very cool knife. But yeah, so HT, here is my rendition for Friday of my Folder Friday. And another addition to my herd. Isn't that something? So anyway, at the auction, these were going for like $1. I put a bid in on this one and this one. They were tagged together. So I think I paid $4 for both of these knives. And this is a little fillet knife that has been whittled down. I think they used to be about that long. Must have broken. Anyway, it's perfect for perch, small fish. Again, I cleaned it up a little bit. I left the back. I thought I should have left it too and show the age of it. But it is a old Marttiini. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on there. I'll zoom it in. There it is. Right here, Marttiini. It's a Finland knife, stainless steel. But I've had one in my tackle box for 20 years or better, and it's still in pretty good shape. So this can go in there beside it, and it can start my perch for me. And then this is a handmade knife, handmade sheath. It's made out of waxed canvas, tarp, I'm assuming. He's got a little, he's sewed it here on this side. It's got these push button spreadable rivets that hold it together. It feels like there's a rag pushed in the bottom, which is fine. And we'll pull this out and get a look at a real piece of bushcraft somebody had made. This is an old saw blade from a mill. Just the reciprocating kind. It's got some flex to her. Not much, but it is flexible. And it's stuck inside a piece of wood that's wrapped around a hammered piece of metal and then welded and then ground flush. So $2 I paid for this piece of equipment. It's pretty cool. Somebody's handiwork. I like it. And you know, if you want to cut a branch, you just turn it over and you know it is a saw. It can do it. So that was pretty cool. Glad to have it. I picked up some books and some other little things, but that might be a video for another time. This is around 8 minutes. So anyways, guys, just thought I'd share. I am super stoked to get this. Lucky to have it, really. They are hard to find, and when you do find them, they go for quite a bit. This one looked a lot poorer than it was when I got it. A little bit of cleanup goes a long way, so don't be scared to pick up a knife that looks a little iffy. You can do a lot with them in a short amount of time. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and